Hey, I'm Michael, and I'm here to audition for the official Artemis II mission theme song. Let's back up. I wrote a song sprinkled with references to the Artemis II mission, but it was all by coincidence. I got together with some friends last April to write a space-themed song, but it just ended up sitting on my desktop for a year. But I kept coming back to it because there was something really cool about the song, so I reworked it, finished it, and finally started promoting it on April 1st, which just so happened to be the day of the Artemis II launch. But I know that if this is going to be the official Artemis II theme song, it's going to take a little more than that to prove to you why it deserves the title. In every step of making the song from start to finish, there was so much that coincided with the Artemis II mission. We're going to go through all of it, but let's begin with the songwriting. We're gonna go a little out of order here and look at the chorus first because there's so many lyrics that elicit specific moments from the Artemis mission, but stick around because the verses references get pretty crazy as well. This first line, nothing to say, there was a moment in the Artemis mission when they were being interviewed and they just let the microphone hang in dead air for like 2 minutes without saying anything. For Gravity Pulled Us Away, this was one of the first missions where they used a gravity slingshot around the Earth to launch themselves at the moon, and they did the same thing on the moon coming back to Earth. Left in the Dark, there was a moment on the mission where they were at the far side of the moon and they lost comms with Earth for about 40 minutes, and also, of course, the eclipse. Misread the Stars. Jeremy Hansen said that seeing the stars from space was such a different experience because they felt way more 3D. I crashed down to Earth. They crashed down to Earth. You said it ain't working. On the Artemis mission, the toilet broke multiple times.
I'm the space plumber. I'm proud to call myself the space plumber, and luckily we are all systems go.
My heart was still burning. There were so many moments on the mission, like Carol and Copy Moonjoy, that I think just warmed all of our hearts. Oh, you had my whole world to take, but all you wanted was space. There are so many people that dream of sailing among the stars, but every astronaut that goes to space always says that they appreciate Earth so much more. These are some of the things that the astronauts said about Earth while they were up there.
I know those photos are amazing, but let me assure you, it is another level of amazing up here.
When I saw Earth for the first time, I was struck by the blackness around it. If you can just think about what it means to be together, maybe we'll all come to a realization.
You're on a spaceship called Earth, and I'm trying to tell you, just trust me, you are special. In all of this emptiness, this is a whole bunch of nothing, this thing we call the universe. You have this oasis, this beautiful place that we get to exist together. This is an opportunity for us to remember where we are, who we are, and that we are the same thing and that we got to get through this together.
Let's jump to the verse. Now, to kick off the song, I wanted to draw on an experience that I had where I saw a live rocket launch a couple years ago at Cape Canaveral, and it was one of the most supernatural things ever. Just feeling the vibrations of the engine from a mile away, seeing the flames like an artificial sunrise.
Jeez.
I just loved that imagery. So we started with, it was 0 to 100, like taking off. It was fire in every moment, and I just wanted to evoke the imagery of a rocket. Like I said before, my wife is a huge astrophile, and the main reason that I even wrote this song in the first place. So I wanted a few references to her, and she's got gray eyes and a Saturn tattoo, so I put that right in the beginning of the song. Now here's where things really get wild. I wanted this line, wrote our names in the horizon, and because this is a breakup song, and I'm a huge nerd, I wanted something to do with Greek mythology, and there's a story about a Greek goddess and a hunter who have a tragic relationship, and their names, Artemis and Orion. And I did that without even realizing there was going to be an Artemis mission that launched the Orion capsule into the stars. Orion just so happens to rhyme with horizon, and that's the story I chose, and look how it worked out. Let's talk about the production. At the very beginning of the song, I wanted to kick it off in a super spacey way. Not a lot of people know this, but space actually has sound. And obviously sound can't travel in a vacuum, but scientists have found a way to convert radio waves into sound, and this is the sound that Saturn's rings make. I wanted this whole thing to feel very spacey, and so I used a minor 5 in the chord progression to give it this ethereal, otherworldly feel. The whole thing is littered with really spacey sounding synths like this one. That just gave me like a Space Odyssey vibe. I wanted the end of the song to sound like a transmission from space from an astronaut, and so I put a filter over my vocals that sounds like this. And there are also ad-libs where I do that same effect.
You know I love you to the moon and back.
And that's everything on production. I loved this song already, but it did so much more for me just because of the timing of it all. I got to dress up as an astronaut while Christina, Jeremy, Victor, and Reed were all up there, and I could look at the moon and know that somewhere between here and there, my costume was their job. This whole experience made me feel a deeper connection to the world, the moon, the mission, and how lucky we are that we get to call this beautiful oasis home. So finally, here's the song to a montage of moments that we talked about earlier, and I hope watching it fills you with just a little bit of moon joy.
It was 0 to 100. It was 5 in every moment. I knew every inch, gray eyes and Saturn tattoo. Wrote our names in the horizon. Artemis to my Orion. But I've learned if it's too good, it couldn't be true. Oh, it was everything till it was nothing. Nothing to say, no one to blame. Gravity pulled us away. Left in the dark, misread the stars, thinking that you felt the same. I crashed down to earth when you said it ain't working. My heart was still burning. Oh, you had my whole world to take. But all you wanted was space. All you wanted was space. All you wanted. Now I gotta replace all I wanted. 'Cause all you wanted was space. All you wanted was space. All you wanted was.
With this bird to the moon, we do not leave Earth. We choose it.
Kathy Moonjoy.
I hope I've convinced you to cast your vote for Space as the official Artemis II mission theme song. But if not, would it change your mind if I told you that the song came out on National Space Day? You can't make this up. Space will always remind me of those incredible 10 days that brightened everyone's lives. I personally feel more connected to my own artistry and the Earth, and I'm happier for it. Copy Moonjoy. Peace.